To you, station to station. I feel good. Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? It's Big Porky here, the voice of hardcore boxing. I'm having to put my driving glasses on because my computer glasses are at my office in Rotherham and we're in Sheffield today. Right, so we've done the Mr Bean one, that's done. What's next video we can do here? Somebody sent me questions about this video here and I should mention it. Frank Warren says Tyson Fury has the final say on all opponents. He's in charge of who he fights. So are we to believe Serapha Sarifi, Francesco Pianetta, Deontay Wilder, Tom Swartz and Otto Wallin? That's not Wally, it's Wallin. If that fight happens, are all Fury's choices? Frank Warren saying yeah. So that's Tyson Fury's 5 fights with Frank Warren. Will he sign a new deal? I don't know. Frank Warren has got him in with ESPN, so I'd have thought that he's still part of that. He'll still better getting a cut of that, won't he? So maybe I mind to jump the gun in yesterday's video saying that he'll leave BT Sport, but Frank Warren is not bothered about people walking over the street, across the street, as long as he gets his cut. Tyson Fury could quite easily end up on Sky and still with Bob Arum at ESPN and Frank getting a slice out of all of it. Now Frank's not his manager obviously, but this is how I look at it. Tyson Fury is going to want to maximise as much income as he can from the UK. He's a Manchester born lad, he's born in Wythenshawe. And that's only right, he's the one going in the ring. Now the ultimate fight for him now would be Wilder, wouldn't it, now that Joshua's been beat? Although I dare say he wants to fight Joshua and it'd still be a massive fight. And you'd have Eddie Hearn saying he's probably bigger than ever now after what's happened to Joshua Ruiz. It could be right, but it takes away a bit of sparkle, doesn't it? Because Anthony Joshua, he's been beat, hasn't he, Anthony Joshua? So a bit of the sparkle has gone off the fight. But I'm a firm believer that Tyson probably takes him to school and gives him a diploma. But they say everybody has a bogeyman, don't they? Is Tyson Fury's bogeyman John McDermott? Or is it Deontay Wilder? I think it's Deontay Wilder for the simple reason he's got the equaliser in both hands. And if they did fight again, I'm going to say that they both fight a different fight. I think that Tyson would be more offensive and he would go for it more. And I think that Wilder, I think he'd jump on him a little bit earlier. I'm hearing that he would. I can't say who off. I'm hearing Wilder's going to jump on him if they fight. But I'm going to stick to what I've been saying for the last few months since they fought, that they will never ever fight again. And I'm so confident in that if Tyson Fury does fight Deontay Wilder again, right, I'm going to shut my channel down. And you can quote me to that. How's about that? That's how confident I am. I am willing to shut my Porky's Corner channel down. Now let me tell you this. There's more people trying to get me kicked off YouTube than you can imagine, but when you surround yourself with good people and you do things correctly, you ain't got a prayer. But that's how confident I am. How's about that? I'm going to shut my channel down, Porky's Corner, if Tyson Fury fights Deontay Wilder next year. Because he ain't going to fight him next year. He ain't even fighting him this year. But they said he were fighting him this year, didn't they? And he ain't. The story just goes on and on and on. When you get to work in boxing industry and you hear things, I hear things that I can't repeat on here. And you see how things go. You tend to... I've spoke with Bunsey about this at Dennis's dad's celebration of his life. When you get to see how it really works, I spoke to Mick Whale about this, Chris Smedley, Dennis, all sorts of people, you think to yourself, wow. And like I said, I'm pretty confident that Tyson Fury will not fight Wilder next year. How's about that? And if he don't fight him next year, he ain't going to fight him at all, is he? What they're doing, waiting for him to get to 40-year-old, like we do Luis Ortiz. I mean, Tyson's been in mixed to fight Louis Ortiz, hasn't he, for the last 6 years? Longer. We're nowhere near. We're nowhere near Joshua. Nowhere near. They're not going to fight people where it's going to be an hard fight. And I don't blame them as well, because if you can get 11 million for knocking bin men over that are undefeated and taking their O's, banging hoes and taking O's. Tommy the Guru Allen's saying that. Look, we can all take O's, can't we? But who are these people beating? Who's Swartz beat? Who's Walling beat? Look, it is what it is, isn't it? Tyson Fury's not going to fight Deontay Wilder again. He's had a taste of it, hasn't he? He's never been dropped like that before. He'll be thinking, wow, if I got hit early on in fight, I'm not going to get up. I'm going to look alright, Wally, aren't I? I'm going to look like, Wally. So no, he ain't going to fight Wilder again. So all you people who keep going on about this rematch and all that and leaving comments, like I said, I am willing to shut my channel down and let all you haters rejoice and raise a glass to me. Somebody were raising a glass to me yesterday in the comment section. I'm that confident. Alright, and I'll walk away from boxing. I'll walk away from it if he fights him next year. Because it isn't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Just keep watching this space. But looking at this, you know, he picks his own fights. Of course he does. They're not going to tell you people that. They're going to make out that other people are picking him now. The fact that Frank Warren is saying Tyson Fury has the final say in all his fights, that to me, by Frank Warren, that is a dig. That is a dig at Tyson, to get Frank Warren out of mess that he's in with people having a go at him about Otto Walling. He's saying, well, Tyson picks the fights. Look, we can all dress it up, can't we? BT Sport, ESPN, pay-per-view, 20 quid, undefeated fighter. But so what? Chris Norrad were undefeated who Hughie Fury fought, and look at the state of him. Look at all crap that Peter got. But surely Hughie were allowed one like that, wasn't he, at his age, and to get a win on board after that bad cut against Pulev. But Tyson, he's the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. I mean, all these Tyson Fury fans that give me grief, I mean, I forgot all your names, who you are. Is it Richard Francis, Robert Britton, Oasis 1, The Celt, there's Mr. God 1 or something. Yeah, you're all Tyson fans and that's good. And you're all hardcore boxing fans, but when you sit down and you go to bed at night and you put your head on a pillow, you think to yourself, who is supporting here? Who is he fighting? You're coming out with all this Lanil crap. Who are you fighting? Who? Come on. Tyson's not bothered, he's like that, isn't he? Woo-hoo-hoo! Millions and millions and millions for knockover jobs. Is he bothered about the fans? No. Were anybody bothered about him when he was 2 years from boxing? No, he was treated like a dog, wasn't he? So he's having his revenge, so good on Tyson. But don't be people sending me emails and death threats and all this because I said that Tyson's not fighting anybody. Look, at the end of the day, it's my opinion, isn't it? Boxing's full of opinion. They're like toenails, aren't they? Everybody's got them unless you've had your feet cut off or your toes. You know what I mean? Everybody's got toenails, aren't they? But why should Tyson have to take risks fighting Wilder when he can get mega money for fighting some pub doorman who's had a few fights and undefeated? It's a business, isn't it? And it's took me a long time to get this into my head. But it's a business. When fighters, most improved fighters, I look at it with suspicion. When I see people that are most improved fighters, John Pascal's, they're going to say he's most improved after what he did at weekend, but as he took out, we don't know, do we? Were there any testing for the fight? We don't know. They're saying Dillian White's most improved heavyweight in the world. Paulie Malignaggi keeps saying it. Now Paulie Malignaggi, behind the scenes, has been saying a few things that he shouldn't be saying, but he wouldn't say them on TV, would he? Because he's getting paid. But if that had been anybody else, well, we know what Paulie would be saying, don't we? I mean, he made all them accusations about Manny Pacquiao, didn't he? But Manny's never failed a test. But yet Dillian White's failed one test and he's up for another test. He's not said a dicky bird. Why? Because Paulie Malignaggi is employed by Sky. They fly him over first class, they put him in a nice hotel, pay all his food expenses and give him a nice healthy check to go back to Bensonhurst with in New York. So Paulie Malignaggi is not going to rock the boat, is he? He's another Sky company man on the payroll. They're not going to rock the boat. So that's just how it is. But the bottom line is this. Tyson Fury picks his own fights, picks them and he chooses them. And the blame lies with Tyson Fury. It doesn't lie with BT Sport, Bob Arum, MTK, Ben Davison. None of them are to blame. Tyson Fury is to blame for the guys he's fighting. Respect for fighting Wilder, that were a shortcut onto the American scene and it paid off for him, didn't it? Because he was more famous than ever. So well done to Tyson Fury. I admire that, and the guy's got skills to burn. He's a masterful boxer. But he's weak around here, isn't he? And he's the one picking these fights. And like I've just said, Tom Schwartz, that's on the board. And who we got next? Otto Wallin. So the Wilder fight's further away than ever. You can't just go Tom Schwartz 2 rounds, Otto Wallin 2 rounds, and then jump back in with Wilder, because you've not got the rounds under your belt, have you? Since the Wilder fight, they're saying he needs rounds and all this. He ain't got them under his belt, has he? So don't be thinking that he's going to fight Wilder. I can assure you, the Frank Warren interview you've just seen yesterday, when pressed about that fight, what does he say? He starts going, well, if obstacles get in way and all that. I've got interviews with Frank Warren saying definitely autumn 2019, yes please. Now they're saying first few months in 2020. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So, peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Shout out to SYM Metals at Sheffield. Climate Cool in Doncaster. Air conditioning company. Full UK and Europe they do. Pubs, hotels, houses, industrial estates. And shout out to South Yorkshire Packaging, alright? Like and subscribe. I want you to subscribe because when the content comes out, you get your porky fix straight to your phone. Alright? Peace out, keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. They love it when I throw a straight right out.
My name is Tony Bellew and I get my smile with Calm Dental.
That's all, folks.